What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Joe's Baseball Show. Today, we're doing another VOD review, this time from the Superstar Baseball Spring Series number 2, event number 2. This took place a couple weeks back on Ravian's stream, so thanks for the content, Ravian. I actually did do commentary on this event as well. We're watching a game between Poke Bunny and Nude Cactus. Cactus known as, you know, one of, if not the best players in the world, and Poke Bunny a solid top 10 player, so we're going to see how this one turns out. We're going to take a look at the teams here. Poke Bunny on the left there with the Birdo team, and Nude Cactus with the Bowser team. So looking at Poke's team, you know, leadoff Mario is probably his best option for this team because it's likely to be his most consistent singles bat that he wouldn't want somewhere else in the lineup. So you lead off Mario, DK being used as a slap hitter most likely, leading into the Birdo captain for the egg, and then PD Piranha for the chemistry with DK and Birdo. Totally makes sense. I like the top of the lineup. Boo coming in at 5 makes total sense as like a cleanup, kind of get guys off the bases type of deal. And then you've got your 6-7 Waluigi Wario. The reason for this is because Waluigi, one, has a very good singles bat, so that's why you want him kind of in the middle of your lineup. And then Wario gets chemistry from Waluigi and Boo. So he's going to have a double chem boost potentially when he comes up, which helps him hit home runs a great deal. Then you have like your 8-9 hitters, though basically whoever's left on your team. Luigi and Shy Guy are both solid hitters, so really no weak points in Poke Bunny's team. But now we're going to take a look over at Cactus's team, and this is kind of generally how it goes. The Birdo team that, you know, you don't have Bowser, but generally you're going to have a solid lineup through and through, and the Bowser team is a little more top-heavy, but this team is not bad by any means. So we take a look. We have leadoff, Toadsworth, and then Green Magikoopa before Bowser. Now, this is a little untraditional. Generally, you're going to see, you know, well, first of all, Green Mag is not super common. Generally, you're going to see blue or red, but Green Mag is a good backup pitcher because Green Mag, while having the same batting stats as Blue Mag, has a better pitching stat, so that is a potential option that he's going for here. The most interesting thing about this is that he put Toadsworth before Magikoopa, because generally what you see is Magikoopa lead off into Bowser Bro. You know, you get right to Bowser, but what he's doing here is putting Toadsworth first because he says, okay, Toadsworth's like, you know, he's almost a guaranteed base hit. You know, he's probably got like a 70% chance of getting on base. So then you could lead off Toadsworth, and then you're basically starting your lineup with a guy on. I don't know if I love it, but Cactus is a great player. He likes it, so we'll see what he's got going on. I believe he's playing with Boomerang Bro, which is why he's a righty there. And then he has Bowser Jr. in the 5 spot, which is something that he's been liking a lot, where if you bring up Bowser Jr. with potentially 3 Chemlinks from the 3 batters before, you have a chance of hitting a Grand Slam with him, or even 2 Chemlinks. You know, say Bowser gets walked, Bro gets a single, or Maj gets, a single, Bowser gets walked, Bro gets out, something like that. You bring up Bowser Jr. with some good home run potential. This is similar to the line of thinking with Boo, Waluigi, Wario. So I kind of like that. Bowser Jr. in the middle of your lineup's a little strange, but I don't hate it because his singles bat's pretty good too. It's a little hard to get used to, a little fickle, but when you are, it's very good. Now King Boo, he's dropped down to the 6th spot, gives this lineup some depth because, you know, you have Bowser and Bro a little higher up, you know, your solid singles bats at the beginning, then your power. Then you have like a break with Bowser Jr. who can kind of be a flex spot, and you have King Boo right back to the power. The bottom of the lineup is the weaker part, of course. You know, you have your Yoshi, Pianta, Diddy Kong. Now, Pianta is pretty solid when he has a star, but Diddy Kong's definitely the weak link. A lot of people like to go their worst hitter in the 8th spot so that your 9 hitter can kind of wrap around to the top of your lineup. But I actually think that what Cactus is doing here is better, where you just put an extra good hitter at the top of your lineup, like an additional good hitter, like with Toadsworth, instead of having, you know, Magikoopa 1, 2, 3, with Diddy in the 9 spot, or maybe putting Yoshi in the 9 spot as a solid bat. You put Toadsworth at 1, so now you basically get that wrapped lineup effect, but just with the guy in your 1 spot. So I actually kind of like that idea of thinking. I do think I like Poke Bunny's team. I don't know if I like it better necessarily, but I do like both of the teams. I think that Cactus's team is a little bit better, but I don't think it's very far off, and I definitely think there are players that are going to prefer the Birdo team because they're more comfortable with those bats. So I definitely like both players' teams going into this, and I'm interested in seeing where this one turns out. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Just in case you guys don't know already, if we hit 3,500 subscribers by the end of May, which is about a week from today, I think it's 6 days from today, we will be doing 5 baseball basics 1 week in June. That's 5 Monday through Friday, a full week of it. you guys will get to pick which videos I'm doing, so be sure to hit subscribe if you're not there already. 3,500 subscribers by the end of May. We've got a few days left, so click that red subscribe button if you're not already. It really helps me out. Now let's get into this game. It looks like Cactus is going to be the away team. He definitely prefers the away team, so I don't know if it was Poke's selection of taking maybe first pick or second pick that let him get this, or maybe Poke picked home team and Cactus picked first pick. Who knows? Starting off with Toadsworth here. Toadsworth in the one spot, such a great hitter. He gets on, like I said, a lot of the time. Got such a long bat, great bat reach. He does foul that one off, so he's behind 1-2 now. We got these dynamic camera angles, too, thanks to Ravian. And, yeah, he's actually going to strike out there, which is a little unfortunate. But now you basically have that top of your lineup again. You just have one less out to work with, which isn't great. But, you know, it's definitely not bad. And that is a great hit by Madge into the corner. So, I don't know why he's pushing here. You shouldn't be pushing here because Bowser's coming up. So if you get thrown out here, you've basically just opened the base for Bowser without any threat. You know, you could have first base with one out for Bowser, which he most likely is going to get walked. But yeah, no, he gets out. That's a bit of a flub. Yeah, that's not great because now Bowser, he could pitch to him. I don't know if I would. It looks like he's going to. But he also has the option to just give Bowser a free base, especially with no star chance here. And then, you know, maybe just pitch to Bro instead. Because pitching to Bowser here, it's understandable. You know, it's early in the game. You know, you've got 2 outs. If you put Bowser away here, you know, that's a great start to the game. But yeah, Bowser going to double there. So look, it's essentially like a walk because with Bro coming up, with the chemistry from Bowser, if he hits the ball well, it's going to go out of the park. You know, it's going to go over the wall, and it's not going to matter where Bowser was. But it doesn't really give you the option to walk Bro there because then you're bringing, I mean, you can, but then you're bringing up Bowser Jr. with 2 chem links. So it's an interesting choice to walk Bowser. But he does line out with Bro, so that's good for Poke. And now leading off with Mario, nice little hit there. Bowser Jr. not going to catch that. I don't think many right fielders are, maybe Toadette, but not much you can do about that one. But that's why you want Mario in that spot. Now you know he's going for the slap hit here. And Yoshi is going to make that play. His character's nuts. I was going to say, if that gets down, though, you're in such a good spot because now you have Birdo Egg and PD coming up. But you're still in a pretty good spot. A good Birdo Egg here brings up PD with a Chem Link and could even potentially score Mario from first base. Let's see what we get. Ooh, it's a bad Birdo Egg. Yeah, that's unlucky. So Bowser making a nice play there. And just like that, I mean, a bit of action in the first inning from both sides, but nothing coming from it. Now, this is not where you want Bowser Jr. You don't really want him to be your leadoff guy because while his bat's okay, it's not the most consistent in the world. It does have a good, like, reach, so he can reach for a lot of things, but unfortunately striking out. But a lot of the times he'll hit the ball too far, which is not what you want. My camera's looking a little weird here. I'm going to adjust it on the fly. King Boo charge swing. He crushes that one. Luigi should be able to catch this. Yeah, that's a good play from Luigi there. Ooh. All right, how's that, everybody? How's that? Did we fix it? I think we fixed it. Oh, no. We messed it up. A little behind the scenes there with Mr. Joe. All right. That was it for that inning. Sorry that I missed the end of that inning. But PD coming up, a line drive into right field. That's obviously not what you want with PD. You definitely want the ball to be elevated with PD. You want to hit it out, but you do take a single in situations like this because obviously getting on base better than not getting on base. But you obviously want that one to go out. You want the early lead in the game. Boo, a crazy play from Pianta there, actually catching that. I really didn't expect he was going to. I would have expected him to need a jump to get that one, but that's not the case. So good for him there. Waluigi coming up. This is a good spot for Walu because like that, he gets on base. Now, Wario has 2 options here. He can go for a charge swing, try to hit a 3-run homer, maybe hit something in the gap. But he also has the option to go for a slap hit and load the bases, potentially use maybe a Luigi Fireball to score a run. That's a little risky, but, you know, it's thinking ahead a little bit. He goes for the charge swing, which I do agree with. It is unfortunate that, again, getting that low trajectory is going to cause a double play. So that's just unlucky, but I do agree with the decision to charge swing there. Now, Pianta coming up, and I think Cactus does what I do. He didn't do it there, but you go for the charge swing mix-up. So you charge with Pianta. They throw inside because, you know, Pianta doesn't hit well inside. And then you hit him with the Falcon Pop because you can charge with Falcon Pop as long as you don't have 5 stars. So that's a pretty good mix-up with Pianta that I like to do. But instead he just goes for, you know, tried and true charge swing. Diddy Kong does fly out there. I don't love Diddy Kong at that spot in the lineup, but that's okay. And then Toadsworth, yeah. Toadsworth not getting on base is so tough because Toadsworth is such a good character, and having him in that one spot is a good idea because you know, he does a lot usually, but so far he's 0 for 2. Madge with another hit there, and obviously he can't stretch that one with the runner ahead of him. Shouldn't have done it in the first place. Now Bowser up. This is a scary spot. I don't know if you can pitch to Bowser here because, yeah, he has 2 outs. You know, you test your luck with Bro. Bowser's a much easier character to hit home runs with than Bro. And, I mean, Cactus's Bro is frightening, but it's certainly no Bowser, you know? It's definitely not Bowser. See what he does. He pitches him inside, and another low trajectory. A lot of low trajectory this game, but, you know, if you are, if you're Cactus, you definitely take that because a line drive there still scores you 2 runs. You know, you would have loved the Grand Slam, but a line drive gets it done. Now you have Bowser Jr. up. He could potentially score 3 more runs. You know, Bowser Jr. with 2 Kemblings has potential, and look at that. Just like that, he crushed it. Great play, though, from Poke Bunny. Really good wall jump. But just like that, you know, Bowser Jr. could have made a huge difference in this game. Good execution on the wall jump, though, from Poke, and gets us to the bottom of the third, but a 2-0 lead for Cactus is definitely solid. Not the bobble, man. That's so unlucky. Grounder bobbles are so frustrating because there's no way to mitigate them or very, you know, you could technically jump on top of the ball, but that's unrealistic. Nice perfect steal, too. He might be able to tag here. Yeah, he's going to get the tag, so that's good stuff. Getting Luigi to third base, you're now set up in a position where with Mario, you either had the option to bunt or to go for a slap swing. Looks like he's going to go for the slap, which definitely makes sense. You know, trust your batting, especially this early in the game, because you've got plenty of time to make up these 2 runs. It's only the 3rd inning. Obviously, you want to get back in this game, but if you trust your batting, you don't throw away an out. And now you've scored that run. You've got a guy in first. You're at the top of your lineup. You know, Mario at the top of the lineup, but really good stuff there. I like the decision not to bunt on that one. Charge swing from DK. You love to see it, but not sure if he got bad contact. I couldn't see because of the angle. Not sure if he got bad contact or if he just didn't have full charge. Either way, though, unlucky. I probably still let the egg rip here. Yeah, he does, but again, that's the same hit. That's the same hit as before. That's just unlucky. It might be a timing thing. That might have been a frame 4 egg. Well, you definitely want to frame 3 or 2 egg. But yeah, that's just unlucky. Birdo twice now has egged out to Bowser. And now Cactus back up with KB, striking him out, though. KB is a scary character if you're playing against someone who's very good with him, like, you know, Peacock Slayer or something, but he's a bit easier to pitch around than most of the heavies, I'll say. Great hit from Yoshi, though. Pulls that one right over the shortstop. Nothing he could have done about that one. And now he is at the bottom 3 of his lineup, but if he can, you know, Falcon Pop here, maybe get on. Yeah, he was going for it there. He goes for the mix-up with the charge swing. If he can get on here, then he's in pretty good shape. You know, he just barely got back there. If he gets on here, he's in good shape. And that's exactly it. You know, you throw the inside pitch, he goes for the Falcon Pop. Now, Diddy Kong is up. You have 2 options here. You could bunt the run. You could bunt the runners to second and third, and then set up an RBI situation for Toadsworth, or you could try to trust Diddy's bat, who does have a potential for double playing. So this is an interesting situation. I think I actually might go for the bunt, and I know bunting with with 1 out to like go to a 2-out situation is not great, but I'd rather have runners on second and third, 2 outs for Toadsworth than a potential double play like we just saw there. So not really anything Cactus could have done either, because Poke could have just dropped the ball and tagged third and second. So unlucky, and he gets out of a scary situation there. And then a leadoff, well, not a leadoff, but, you know, a nice single from Boo there is going to give him a chance here with Waluigi to set up for double Chem with Wario. And Waluigi with such a good bat, I would not be surprised if we see a single, but he pulls the ball, not what you want, but the bobble preventing the double play. That's huge, because now here I think you just swing for the fences. You know, you're basically at the bottom of your lineup. Luigi's not a bad guy to lead off with, especially when you have Mario coming up. You know, you get 2 good hitters in a row. You may as well charge swing with Wario. Try to just drive in a couple runs, take the lead in this game. So I definitely agree with charging here. I think with Wario, if you have chemistry, you should probably just charge every time. And he works the count full. And he walks him. Okay. Now, This is actually best case scenario, I think, if you're Poke Bunny, because you can go for the... Oh, he has Shy Guy next. Never mind. Because leading off a Shy Guy even is not bad. You know, obviously a single there would have been nice. It probably wouldn't have scored a run, but he'd set you up with an RBI potential situation with 3 stars for a Falcon Pop character. He does have command of the stars right now, and in a one-run game, that is definitely big. There we go, though. Toadsworth doing what he does best. A nice single to right field. Now, without stars, Madge is no schlub, so I would not be surprised to see a Madge single here, too. And if Madge gets on here, you're going to see this lineup doing exactly what you were expecting it to do. Ooh, unlucky, though. Gets the low trajectory on the hit, is going to ground into a double play. And now, yeah, Bowser, free pass, pitch to Bro. That's a kind of situation where you consider pitching to Bowser as well, but more low trajectory. It's a low tragedy. It's been all day. We've basically exclusively seen low trajectory, except for that Bowser Jr. hit, right? And Bowser Jr. is high trajectory, so he's very unlikely to hit balls low. But King Boo not able to catch that one, so that's a really good situation now. You have a runner on first, Mario coming up. Yeah, great stuff. This is ideal situation for Poke Bunny. You got your 9-hitter on, you got your 1-hitter on. Now you have Donkey Kong up, into Birdo, into PD, charge swinging, just trying to take the lead in this game. I respect it. And he lines into a double play. The story of the day, man. Story of the day is low trajectory, but finally a good Birdo like that's probably going to hop over the fence. Yeah, ground rule double, lucky. That's lucky for Cactus because that run would have scored. No doubt in my mind that run's scoring if that ball bounces short of the fence. But now you've got PD Piranha up in a big spot. A single here even will score at least 1 run. So really just put the ball in a good spot, and PD Piranha's picking up an RBI here. Goes for the slap hit though. I like that. That's going to be a 2 RBI slap hit for PD, and he's sending him to third. Okay, trying to catch Cactus sleeping there. No body check gonna trigger, but I like that a lot. Let's go back for a second. So he finds himself at a 1-2 count. He says, I'm not on it with PD's charge swing. I just need to make something happen. PD Piranha with a very similar slap hit to DK. So he sees the ball coming in here. He knows this is a good spot to hit the ball and pushes it right over the shortstop, right into no man's land. 2 runs are going to score because there's no chance even with the laser. Does get caught up in a bit of a base running fiasco, and he doesn't get the body check here. So that's not great, but he does take the lead in that hit. So that's a really good execution of PD slap hit. I like that a lot. All right, top 6 now. Cactus, for the first time in this game, finding himself behind. And that's kind of the problem with Bowser Jr. Obviously, he got perfect, so he hit it further. But he hit the ball just too far that the center fielder was able to pick that one up. So, a bit of an issue with Bowser Jr. Still a solid singles bat, though. Very solid character. King Boo hasn't done much of anything this game. Low tragedy once more. Gonna line up to Birdo. That is just... I didn't notice when I was commentating this game, really, how many line drives there were. I may have noticed, actually. If you watch the VOD, you might know. But just watch this video instead. And this is a good part of your lineup to have up. You know, you got the Boo, Waluigi, Wario line. So, unfortunately, Boo gonna get perfect contact and fly out there. But if he can get on with Waluigi, then a Wario home run is not out of the question by any means. Unlucky. So, I think in this situation, you're gonna want to slap hit. You know, a star here. You just want to get Wario on base. You want to keep your lineup moving, get back to the top of it, and you want to pick up the star, keep Cactus off of him, keep building up your star gauge for when the top of your lineup comes around. That sucks, though. Yeah, Cactus going to pick that one up, though. So he needed that, too, because not only are you now behind in the game, he was behind in stars as well. And while he is still behind in stars, he's at least picked one up. He has a star hitter up now. I wouldn't expect him to use the star here, though. This is probably a situation where he's just going to try to trust Pianta's bat. Yeah, it looks like it. And I think that's the right call because you want to save your star for a more crucial opportunity where, you know, maybe you have Magikoopa up with a runner or 2 on, and you want to try to use that star to keep, to score a run, continue the lineup. Nice hit from Diddy Kong right into no man's land, and misplayed by Poke Bunny, going to make it a double. You know, single with an error, but a double nonetheless. Now, if Toadsworth can get on here, his lineup is cooking. Because he's got Magikoopa up, star hit potential for the tying RBI. Birdo's going to make that play. Wow. Now, look, Magikoopa's still up, and a star hit from Mag can very easily score the run, but I don't know if he pushes it with the star. Oh, yeah, Luigi's not getting there in time. Never mind. So, I still don't agree with sending Mag there. I know he was safe, but I think you got to hold up Madge at first base. Just play it safe. You have Bowser coming up. No reason to push your luck, I think. Because if Bowser gets walked, oh no. This is wall jumpable. No, he messed up. Nah, it might not have been wall jumpable. That might have been too far. Yeah, I think you just gotta walk him, man. Look how far inside this pitch is. Look how far inside this is. That ball is fully in the batter's box, and Bowser shreds it. And it probably was wall jumpable, but it would have been a tight window. So I get the stall. I think you just kind of have to go for it, and if you're too early, you're too early. I think, honestly, you just walk him there, and you pitch to Bro instead. But yeah, huge at-bat there. Low tragedy once more. No jump from Wario, though. Oh, he can't pick up the ball either, so that's going to turn that into a double. I think Wario has the arm to gun him down at second if he doesn't send him, but unlucky stuff. Let's see if he charge swings here, or if he wants to just, yeah, I guess just wants to continue his lineup, get King Boo up with 2 on, maybe potentially score a run, or just trying to keep Mr. Joe guessing. He has no respect for Mr. Joe's baseball show and my analysis. No, I'm kidding. Cactus has the utmost respect, I bet. All right, Poke Bunny finding himself once more down 2 runs. You got to get on here. Either you basically have 2 options here. You want to get on with Luigi and preferably Shy Guy, which is great. Or if Luigi got out, honestly, like Luigi and Shy Guy got out, I think Mario's kind of a throwaway at bat there. Because I don't know if you want just Mario on. I mean, maybe not. It's hard to say that with the top of your lineup. Doesn't matter, though. We're not in that world. All right, 1-2. I think if Shy Guy gets on here, Poke's scoring around this inning. No double play, I think. Yeah. But a Mario single here is huge. Because that would bring up... he does it... Ooh, what a crazy play from Cactus. Okay. That's some good stuff. Let's look at this again. Great hit, really. But he has Pianta... and goes for a nice little jump there. Gets the double play. Poke was like, there's no shot. You throw me out. You catch that ball. Turns out there was 1 shot, and we just saw it. Probably multiple shots, if you ask me. And that's how it goes. So, King Boo once up. Again. Up once again. That's the sentence I was looking for. And King Boo has done absolutely nothing this game. And he continues to. I think he lined out once. King Boo having a bad game this time around. I don't think Cactus's King Boo is, like, even close to one of his best characters, but, you know, obviously you're going to pick King Boo because he's a good character. But yeah, probably on the weaker side of Cactus's character repertoire. Quickly down, though. 2 outs. I think if Pianta gets on here... yeah, okay. He's not gonna. I was going to say, if Pianta gets on here, you got a little bit of an inning cooking because Diddy Kong, you know, if he gets on, you have Toadsworth coming up. But if he gets out, then you're not in a bad spot because you'll have Toadsworth leading off. But... don't forget about it. Forget I even thought about that. This is a good situation though for Poke Bunny because, like I said, you're gonna if you have DK leading off this inning. That's what I was kind of thinking about before. Maybe you don't want Mario on base. You know, you lead off with DK into Birdo, and you have PD coming up. Looks like he missed his swing there. I don't know if he used the star or not. I don't think so. Let's see what he does. Yeah, ooh, that was his pitch. I think that was his pitch. Yeah. So Cactus actually threw him another one in the zone. Obviously, you don't want to walk Birdo into PD with 2 on and double Kim. But this is kind of Poke Bunny's big chance in this game. He's got to make something happen here because he's down 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and this is the top of his lineup. This is where you got to do it. And PD Piranha, very capable. You don't love to see that, though. Oh, it's smoked. See ya. No chance. Smoked. Nice. Tie game. That was a huge homer. Because if PD didn't do it, I don't know. He hasn't been hitting poorly, but I don't think this part of his lineup has been particularly good. I think we've seen a lot of outs from Boo and Waluigi. That's huge. Tie game now. Bottom of the 8th. You know, obviously, Cactus is the kind of guy to score 6 runs in an inning against you, so you can't count him out yet. But if a home run here happens and Poke takes the lead, he's in prime position. Let's see. I totally agree with the charge swing, by the way. Totally agree with that. Ooh, he had perfect He didn't have perfect contact, but he had good contact. I guess I have to choose my words carefully when perfect exists in the game. Great contact, though, and bad timing. So that's unlucky. Ooh, he almost got walked. That ball went through Diddy Kong. Again, he threw the same pitch again. Honestly, I guess Cactus wasn't expecting it. He probably could have gotten hit by that one. Doesn't matter, though. That's huge. Leadoff single from Diddy is massive because now he's wrapped his lineup into, like, this is the strongest part of his lineup. You know, you got Toadsworth into Madge, into Bowser, into Bro. So Diddy Kong getting on base, that's tough if you're Poke Bunny because that's basically just another base runner that could have been an out and probably should have been an out because Diddy Kong is, I don't think he's gotten on base yet this game, but, you know, that's too bad. Good job getting Madge out there. Obviously, you know, Madge made nice contact, hit the ball a little bit too far. You're in a scary spot here now because I don't know if you can pitch to Bowser. Because here are your two options. You pitch to Bowser, which I think he's doing, and you set up for a Bro Grand Slam. Now, Bro is much harder to hit with than Bowser is. But if you pitch to Bowser and he gets a 3-run homer, you're still losing by 3 runs instead of 4, I guess. But you still have to face Bro. So unless you're just planning on, you know, if Bowser hits a homer, I'm going to walk Bro. I don't know if I like this. This is a scary spot. You know, top of the ninth pitching to Bowser. And he's not throwing him garbage either. He's saying, I'm going to give you a competitive at-bat. And Cactus saying, I'm going to smoke that one. Another double from Bowser. Honestly, best case scenario for Poke. Obviously, he would have liked to strike out, but if you make contact with the ball and you're only getting the 1 run off that Bowser at bat, that's pretty good. Should you walk Bro there? Yeah, I think so. Let's think about it. You've got 2 runners on, and first base is wide open. Bowser Jr. on deck. Bowser Jr., when he comes up, say you walk Bro, Bowser Jr. comes up, you have a force at every base. His bunt becomes a lot weaker because you have a force at home, so you have more time to make the play at home because they don't have to apply a tag. Bowser Jr. much harder to hit home runs with than Bro, even with the chemistry boosts. And a single probably only scores 1 run. I think you gotta walk Bro. But hindsight's 20/20. That ball smoked. He thought he threw him a good pitch. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad pitch, but Cactus is just really cracked. More like crack this, am I right? Get it? Because he practices? That was the joke, not that he's cracked. Alright, bit of a pitching change because we got a tired pitcher here, and this one feels over, you know? God, not that it wasn't bad enough already, right? That probably scores 2 runs, honestly, so if he had left, if he had walked Bro, but still. If he hits a home run with KB, that's the worst feeling in the world because his KB has been horrible all game. Continues to be bad. But you are now losing by 4 runs in the bottom of the going into the bottom of the ninth, assuming he doesn't score anything else here, and that's so tough. It's a good strike. And what was like a really great and competitive game from Poke has kind of slipped away from him a little bit. You know, the Cactus inning comes alive, a 4-run top of the ninth, and you know it's almost curtains for him. I'm not counting him out yet. You know, four runs in 1 inning, obviously, as we just saw, not impossible. We could see more still. If something happens with Pianta here, this game's over. If Pianta hits like a homer, there's no shot. All right, never mind. He's still in it. Still in this. I think he has the bottom of his lineup, though, which is not what you want in this situation at all, man. Not what you want at all. Yeah, his 8-9 hitters. But, you know what? These are by no means, you know, bad characters. Luigi, very capable. And Shy Guy has Falcon Pop, so if he gets on with Luigi here, he could be in a pretty good situation. You know? Great hit. Oh, Yoshi. I was thinking it. I was like, maybe Yoshi gets that, and he certainly does. Who does he have coming up? I think you gotta go... No, I agree with the slap swing, actually. While Falcon Pop, you know, gives you a better chance of keeping the game going, you have to think ahead to Birdo, because you have to get to Birdo to tie this game anyway, you know? This game's not ending before Birdo gets up. I wonder if he would have gotten that on dive. Let's see. Great hit. I think any other right fielder gets that. Maybe. Not worth it. Not worth the risk. Actually, maybe it is worth the risk. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. You got 2 outs. You know, a single's not going to kill you. He's going for slap hits, as you know. Ooh, almost a really good swap to get that. But now, okay, we got something going. He's going to score here. That's a triple for DK off a manual select. We got a game because a Birdo egg here. He's got 1 star for it. A Birdo egg here sets up for PD Piranha as the tying run. There's no shot he throws him like a decent pitch. Yeah, no. All right, that's a big relief if you're Cactus now. That would have been bad. Imagine getting the Birdo star and then immediately walking her. That'd be so tough. Full count. I think you throw him a ball. Throws him a strike, and he's late. So Cactus gets him 9-6, though. Great game from Poke Bunny. Just barely missed, I think, on that swing there with Birdo, which could have potentially been an RBI single, bringing up the tying run, but Cactus takes the dub. He moves on in the spring series. If you didn't watch the tournament, go to Ravian's Twitch channel. You can see it. It's kind of like up in the corner here. It's Ravian with 3 N's. Go to his channel and check out this VOD. It's called Spring Series, play-in event number 2. It's actually a $400 tournament now, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, 3,500 subscribers by the end of May, and we get a full week of baseball basics, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. That really helps me out. I'll have some more Mario Baseball coming later in this week and this weekend, and I will be streaming on Saturday morning. That's, no, I won't be. Oh my god, I lied right to your guys' faces. I'm going to be away for the weekend, so you guys are going to have to survive without a stream this week. I apologize, but Spring Series event number 4 is happening tomorrow, Thursday. You could still sign up. Just hop into the Mario Baseball Discord and check out the online events channel. You could sign up for Spring Series number 4. There's a $75 prize pot for the winner of that event, of event number 4. And then, if you place well on that, you'll have a chance of being in the final bracket where the players will be competing for a total prize pool of $400. I'm really excited to run this event. I've been having a great time running these these play-ins and everything, so I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.